Stanbic IBTC Umbrella Fund. Today we are talking about something brand new. Stanbic IBTC just introduced 3 new mutual funds for investors, and we go through each of the fund one by one. I will explain how each of the fund work, who they are best for, and what kind of returns you can expect from this new Stanbic IBTC mutual funds. This channel is where we talk about how to grow our money, and I try to explain in the most simple way so all my viewers can understand. Click on the subscribe button to join this community. You are welcome. So, what is the Stanbic IBTC Umbrella Fund? This Stanbic IBTC is a type of mutual fund. A mutual fund is simply when many investors put their money together and contribute it like in a basket, in a large pool. Then the pool is then managed by experts that invest the money in things like stocks, treasury bills, or shares of companies. Now, what do I mean? So instead of you doing all those research yourself, instead of looking for stocks to buy, instead of searching for investments yourself, when you put your money in a mutual fund, the experts take that money and invest it. The benefit of mutual fund is that even if you don't have any knowledge to trade or to analyze the market, professional manage it for you. You just put your money there and relax and start getting your returns. So now, Stanbic IBTC, being one of the top fund manager in Nigeria, has just launched 3 new mutual funds that fits into different kind of investors. And we're going to look at each of that mutual funds, and I will explain how you can get started, how you can invest your money in that mutual funds. But remember that this is not a financial advice. This video is for educational purpose. So do your own research before you invest in anything at all. Okay, one of those mutual funds that is just launched by Stanbic IBTC is the conservative mutual funds, and the 2 is the absolute mutual fund. I'm going to explain each of these mutual funds, the returns you can expect, and if it is best for you. Absolute return mutual fund. And the 3rd of the mutual fund is the aggressive mutual funds. I have reviewed all the type of Stanbic IBTC mutual funds, all the funds they have in my other video. So if you want to know all their previous and the existing one, this 3 is just an additional to all the mutual funds that Stanbic currently have. They have a whole lot of funds, a whole lot of investment products that any Nigerian can invest into. Okay, if you want to learn more about all the other 9, you can watch my other video. Now, these are new. So let's talk about each of it. Let's break it down one by one. From the list of the 3 new mutual funds from Stanbic IBTC, our number 1 is the Stanbic IBTC Conservative Fund. Now, when you hear the word conservative, think of it as safe and careful. Safe and careful. The main goal of this fund is to keep your money, to keep it safe. Is to keep your money safe while still earning some returns. Okay, how does this work? It puts 30% of the fund, 30% of the money into stocks. Then it puts 70% of your money, 70% in the fixed income, and this is safe. A larger part of your money are in things that are safe, like the treasury bills, like the bonds, and other stable investments. So think of it like a safe way to invest your money is the Stanbic IBTC Conservative Fund, because if 30% is put into stocks, you have already lowered the risk. Stocks is very volatile, it go up and down. And 70% now is into fixed income. This is stable investment. So it is mostly safe because the larger portion is in fixed income, which doesn't come up or down. If you are getting 10% return. 10% is fixed here. But the small 30% in equities give it some chance to earn higher returns if the stock market boom. And this fund is open-ended. Open-ended means you can join or exit at any time. There is liquidity. You can join and exit anytime you want. And it is registered with the Securities and Exchange Commissions, SEC in Nigeria. That means it is properly regulated. And as of now, the year-to-date return is about 36%. That means this fund has done 36% year-to-date. That is the performance. And the last 30 days return is around 30 days return, 5%. So I think this fund is performing well. It is quite impressive for a conservative fund. But the minimum amount to invest is 20 million naira. So that is it. This one is clearly designed for the high net worth individuals or corporate investors. This is not for beginners. But this mutual fund is performing well. It has a decent returns and well managed. Remember that it is still not a financial advice. Always do your own research. If you have 20 million naira and you are looking for a combination of both fixed income and a mix of stocks, the Stanbic IBTC Conservative Fund might be one of the best things you should look into. From the new Stanbic IBTC Fund called the Umbrella Fund, we also have the Stanbic IBTC Absolute Fund. The word absolute here means the fund is focused on steady and predictable returns. It aims to preserve your capital, which means protecting your money because the returns here are predictable. And the fund managers try to protect your money from losses. This one, the Stanbic IBTC Absolute Fund, invests 100% of the fund into a fixed income securities only. No stocks at all. So it invests in something like the government bonds, treasury bills, corporate debt instruments. This fund is extremely low risk, ideal for people who can't afford to lose money or people that just want peace of mind. However, because it is so safe, the returns are usually lower compared to funds that include equities. What does that mean? You see, any fund that is equity based is always high risk and it can give higher return on investment. But for this, because it invests 100% in fixed income security, something like treasury bills, something like government bond, it is low risk and the return is also lower. The good thing is that you won't wake up one morning and see your investment drop suddenly. That will not happen. It is stable, which makes it good for retirees, salary earners, saving for short-term goals, or organizations that want capital protection. So I will say this fund is good for capital protection. You may not get bigger return on investment. You may not get bigger yield with the Stanbic IBTC Absolute Fund. But again, the minimum investment is 20 million naira. So if you want to invest in the Stanbic IBTC Absolute Fund, you need 20 million naira. Now let's move to the Stanbic IBTC Aggressive Fund. And as the name suggests, this one is for those who want higher returns and are ready to take more risk. The main objective is to grow your money. Now, here is the structure of the Stanbic IBTC Aggressive Fund. At least 60% of this fund is into equities, into stocks. So the fund managers invest 60% of this money into stocks. Now, the remaining 40% also goes into fixed income for balance and stability. Because of this higher exposure to stocks, it has the potential to give bigger returns, but it can also swing up and down. And currently, the fund has a year-to-date returns of 58% year-to-date return and a 30-day return of 5.90%. So you can see This kind of fund is best for investors who can leave their money for a few years and don't mind short-term market movement. When you are investing in anything equities, any mutual funds that invest in stocks, you must do it for long term because stock price go up and down and it can affect your investment, your gains. If you are still building wealth and can tolerate some risk, this type of fund might fit your strategy. But again, it is for those with at least 20 million naira. Okay, which one is right for you? We have discussed about this new Stanbic IBTC umbrella fund, which have 3 new mutual funds. But not everyone have 20 million naira to invest. There are many Stanbic IBTC mutual funds that you can start with just 5,000 naira. So if you don't have 20 million naira to invest, you can look at doing the Stanbic IBTC Money Market Fund, which you can start with 5,000 naira. You can look at the balance fund as well. This one as well, you can start with the 5,000 naira. You can do the equity fund, the Stanbic IBTC Nigerian Equity Fund. You can also start with 5,000 naira or 10,000 naira. When investing in mutual fund, you should be consistent. You can start small, but always do it consistently. You can look at a monthly plan where you instruct the Stanbic IBTC app to deduct some amount of money from your bank account every month. So if you begin to do it today, 5,000 naira here, 10,000 naira here, you begin to grow your wealth investing in mutual fund. And let me tell you, mutual fund is currently one of the best way to invest your money in Nigeria. The new Stanbic IBTC funds give Nigerian investors more choices depending on their goals and risk level. So whether you want safety, whether you want balance, you want growth, there's an option designed for you. But always remember, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Markets can change, interest rates can move, and returns can vary. So think about the best investment decisions before you put your money into mutual funds, and make sure you choose the best mutual fund that fits your investment goal. If you find this video helpful, make sure you like this video, subscribe to Money Talk with Dahunsi, and share this video with anyone who wants to learn about investing in Nigeria. Thank you for watching this video today, and I see you in the next one.